Let's talk about this week's guest, TBNR Frags, also known as Preston Motherfudging Playz. Can you feel it? What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get right into the video. First of all, this guy is like an OG gamer and an OG content creator too. He is from Texas, so shout out Texas. This guy has been making content since 2005, bro. This is like way before like YouTube was like slightly popular. Like this dude was creating content back then. A little bit about his background. He first started as a pro COD player for PC, which was like unheard of back in those times. Like I think it was just like they weren't even doing it for like money or for like viewership or anything. They were doing it just because there were good players going against good players. Like, they were just screaming. He does have a similar work ethic as a previous guest on this podcast, Ali A. This dude, Preston, he grinds. Like, holy. He's recently slowed down a little bit just to, like, maintain a more balanced life for himself. But, bro, at one point, he had 5 active YouTube channels posting 2 to 3 times a day. 5 YouTube channels posting daily 2 to 3 times a day, bro. Think about that. Just trying to make one post 2 times a day is a lot. This dude had, oh my god, it's a lot of videos, bro, if you think about it. A lot of time just creating content and then editing the content. This dude was a grinder. Pause. But yeah, bro, it all stems from his background. When he was young, he was like doing anything of any type of work just to like be able to raise money so he could maintain like his hobby, which at the time was paintballing. He has a huge passion for paintballing. He used to like mow yards, clean people's houses, literally anything just to be able to pay for an entry fee and paintball like bullets, which were pretty pricey at the time. So that this kid was like working. Keep in mind, this is like him being like around 12 years old to like 14. Him like, yeah, this is like some strong work ethic. He's played a lot of different type of games. I knew him from his Black Ops 2 era when he would play Black Ops 2 on PC, which at the time for me was really cool. And it was like my first introduction to like PC COD. He was my first introduction to that. At the time, I didn't know that existed. I thought it was only on Xbox and PlayStation. I thought those were the only 2 options people had. This guy was like very insane. Like most of his gameplays were just him like fragging out in every match.
I know there'll be an octopus soon, Choco. I promise. You have to give me more time.
Died!
No, Choco, what were you on?
Team, I was on like 21 or 22.
Oh my
I thought my
god.
team would back me up, and he's just like, nope.
Choco, never rely on your team, man. What, like?
Oh, I tried and I cried, Preston. I tried and
How
I
did
cried.
you do that? Why you rely on team, Choco? #1 rule in Call of Duty: never rely on team, Choco.
Never.
You know that thing that says "we together"?
We together.
Okay, never together with a team unless it's me. Then you're somewhat together.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I almost had a second nuclear, but I let somebody sneak up behind me. Come on, man. Would have had the double nuclear. That'd have been a sick game. I'm so sad, Choco, that you died.
And because of that, later on, he had a series where he would try to get like the most kills in a match as possible. And at one point, he made a record, I think, of 100 kills in one match. And then some other YouTuber beat him with that challenge to 101. And then he was like, oh, nah, I'm going to kick it to like another level. So he did a challenge. This time it was like for charity as well. He did a challenge where it was like to try to get to 202 kills just for the fun of it. And he brought awareness to a cancer awareness charity.
Your Moab series obviously was like your initial thing, and then you never stopped since then. But you also streamed. You had a crazy live stream, 57 hours.
Dude, yeah,
200 Moabs in 57. By the way, like
202.
202. I have it. You're right. I have 202, but I know you remember it.
Well, I got to tell you the beef. This started off like I did the first one, and it was a 100 Moab live stream. It took me about like 24 hours, 27 hours. And there was this guy called Incredible Orb, Joel, if you remember him back in the day. He's just handsome Swedish guy, and he's like obviously like really close with the Twitch people because he knows how to network. And I'm just this dumb 17-year-old who's just like, isn't it all about how good you are at the game?
Yeah.
Networking? Never heard of her.
Yeah.
And so, of course, like, he does it again. He does it after I do it and then gets way more notoriety and publicity on Twitter at that time.
Yeah.
And I'm just like way too competitive. And so I'm like, all right, caffeine powder, Red Bulls, whatever it takes. I'll go for 202. And this time we'll raise money for, I think it was to help prevent cancer. So just cancer screenings earlier on.
Nice.
And
you
dude,
raised $10,000.
it was like 5 or 10,000. It was just so long ago, and I was so sleep deprived. I had to like almost a 27-hour sleep after that. It was wicked.
Crazy.
My cousin was bringing me chimichangas. Like I had people like just like helping as much as possible. He was on my laptop trying to run support streaks for me to help me get the Moab.
Did you sleep at all during that 57 hours?
I took 1 2-hour nap. My mom forced me to. And I did not want to.
Yeah.
But I was just getting DDoS so much back in the day.
Oh, I can't imagine, especially on PC.
Dude, it was awful. You get
PC's
stream
like
sniped or DDoS.
PC's a different world. Yeah.
Why, dude? Ninja stream snipers. You don't know. You don't know.
Really?
There's 10,000 people playing PC Modern Warfare 3. Okay,
You're probably the only one making content like that. Yeah.
Like, dude, a very small community. Plus, getting the IP was so freaking easy.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm doing this to help prevent cancer. You morons.
Yes.
I was so livid.
Preston has had a lot of time on YouTube, but he also has a lot of time streaming. He was very early to the streaming on Twitch. Yeah, and after so long on being on YouTube and Twitch, he became family friendly. He transitioned into being family friendly after he realized that a lot of his younger siblings and his younger relatives consume his content, and he was like, hey, what if I just go family friendly, so it won't feel weird his family watching him, and he wanted to set a good example, because he has eyes on him. He understands his influence on his audience, his fans, which I think that's a pretty cool point of view of transitioning into family friendly content, which worked out for him. Because of that, he was able to get some amazing partnerships from all different type of brands, because he can work with anyone, any company. One great partnering that he was able to do was partner with Sonic. One of his earliest games that he remembers and enjoyed was Sonic, the Sonic games. There was something about Sonic that he just loved, and he ended up doing speedruns for it. And circling back to this, he was able to partner with the movie Sonic, and he ended up being inside the movie, which it was a full circle for his dream partnership, basically.
Sorry, fellas.
That's games. Teamwork makes dream work.
Also, his family are entrepreneurs, and this has helped him a lot with his YouTube career. Because of that, he can make smarter financial decisions, which, dude, this current episode and the previous ones have been at his warehouse. He has a warehouse for him to create content, and he was able to host Apex to record his podcast episodes in that area. And one thing I want to point out was his opinion and view on merchandise. A lot of the merch that creators do are cheap and affordable, but that's because they make very little profit from that. He said he found it fulfilling being able to create affordable merch for his fans, just because it gives them a way to connect with other individuals about similar interests. And I find that very cool from like personal experiences. For example, me and my brother used to watch Preston Playz a lot. I would watch TBNR Frags and he would watch Preston Playz, like his Minecraft stuff. And my little brother ended up buying merch, some of his merch. And he did have that interaction that Preston was talking about, of when you see somebody wearing merch and you recognize what that merch is, and you're like, hey, you know that person too? That's so cool. Me too. Let's be friends. Well, my brother had that as well. And I was like, wow, he really did knew his audience. Like, this is cool. This is a cool point of view for like merchandise. And to wrap up this episode, I want to say it's really cool seeing FaZe Apex interview like childhood content creators, and seeing like a different side of them, and also seeing them grown up as well now, because I feel like we all grown up with like our fellow YouTubers and see them progress through like their different eras and stuff. So I would highly recommend to go watch FaZe Apex podcast episode. And if you enjoyed me summarizing it and giving my opinions and thoughts on it, leave a like and leave a comment about your opinions and thoughts of this episode too. And peace.